And now on the line is Franck Flachenberg, a senior WASH advisor with Concern Worldwide. Frank, welcome to the program.
Hi, everybody. Happy World Toilet Day to everybody. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Frank, as this is my first interview with someone from WASH in a while on Neil FM, could you remind our listeners, please, for those who don't know, about what WASH stands for, and then tell me a bit about your job with Concern and the kind of work you do for the organisation every year?
Yeah, sure, with pleasure. So what WASH means? It stands for Water, Sanitation, and Hygiene Promotions. These are the three key components for reducing morbidity, mortality in the world, because as you know, diarrheal disease, which are linked to unsafe water, sanitation, and poor hygiene, take a very heavy toll, especially among children. It kills more than 700 children every day, making it the second leading cause of death among children under the age of 5. So my job is to support Concern WASH interventions. We are doing it in nearly all of our programs across the world. And we are providing access to safe water through the constructions of wells, boreholes, and different other types of water facilities. We are also, of course, promoting hand washing with soap at key moments and other key hygiene behaviors, and through the constructions of toilets, hence the World Water Day.
Yeah, you must do a lot of traveling with Concern every year, do you?
Well, before the COVID, yes. I used to do 4 or 5 trips a year. Now a bit less, but it's, we started again.
And I'm talking to you now. I know you're French, and you're actually in France now at the moment. I'm talking to you, haven't I?
Yes, I'm based in the south of France, because for Concern, it doesn't matter where I am in between each country visits, isn't it? So
okay.
They after a while they tell me that I can live wherever I want, and whenever I'm needed somewhere, I'm going there.
Okay. Today, Friday, November 19, 2021, is World Toilet Day this year. Could you tell me a bit about World Toilet Day 2021, Frank, and what the day means to you in your work?
Yeah, sure. Well, this is a very important day, you see, because there's still 3.6 billion people that still lack access to basic toilets. And this is the day where a lot of organizations like Concern are organizing different events in the world to raise awareness about these situations. Globally, at least 2 billion people use a drinking water source which is contaminated with feces. And of course, this has a huge impact on their health and their nutritional status. So we take advantage of this particular day to raise awareness about this very important issue.
Okay, Frank, are things improving in relation to access to WASH since you started working in this area, do you think?
Yes and no, I'd say. If globally I could see that access to WASH facilities, for instance, is clearly increasing in the world. You see that these positive results are very fragile, in some of the very challenging contexts where we are intervening. They can easily be reversed if a crisis emerges, like a war, like a natural disaster. Even the COVID crisis has an effect on it. And of course, there's also everything that is related to the climate change that affects, of course, access to water.
Do you think awareness is increasing of the issue in the kind of like Western world, in Ireland and Europe?
Yes, of course. Yeah, it has a lot of effects everywhere. It's not just for developing countries. It has effects everywhere, and we know that there's a scarcity of resources, especially the water resources, which is worrying for sure.
The first interview I did about WASH and sanitation in general was with Niall Roach in 2014, and I think, just looking back on that interview, I think over the years, because of social media, I think more people are hearing about World Toilet Day and the issue of WASH in general every year, Okay, I have an interest there. I was saying I did an interview, my first interview about WASH was with Niall Roach in 2014. We could talk all day about WASH, Frank, and even solely on the ideal of good sanitation. Could you tell me if there are grounds for optimism that the UN SDGs will be reached by 2030 in relation to sanitation and WASH in general?
Oh, well, we are far from reaching those goals, I'm afraid. And government will need to work something like 4 times faster to ensure toilets for all by 2030. So no, we urgently need massive investments and innovation to quadruple progress all along the sanitation chain, from the toilet to the transport, collection, and the treatment also of human waste. But well, there's still hope, concern, and other agencies are relentlessly conducting advocacy campaign to push our leaders to invest more in these very key areas. So yeah, let's hope things gonna get better.
Okay, Frank, to come towards the end of the interview, is there anything else you want to tell our listeners on the RFM about World Toilet Day today and your work leading us into next year?
Well, I just want to say happy World Toilet Day to all the listeners of your radio programs. And if you want to join our campaigns, whenever you see them in the streets or in everywhere where we are intervening, please do. Every little hands we can help really for all this big issue in the world.